Good evening and welcome back to Factory Town, where I am just tweaking a little bit here because I've been looking at the numbers here and I've dropped this down to 3 workers and it seems to be keeping up just fine, not a problem. However, this has been struggling for water. It doesn't have enough water, so I put 2 wells next to it now, which will speed up there. It needs 2 every 6 seconds, which is 1 every 3. Thought these were 1 every 2, but for some reason it was out of water. It wasn't running at times, so I don't know why that was. I think because that's why, because this gets the happiness bonus, so it's running slightly faster than that, but these don't. So yes, we need access to that. I'm going to upgrade this barn to get a bit more. I'm going to upgrade it twice because we can, so we get more fertilizer stored in here as well. Just so that we can then plug it into the field and have this run when it's on there. Our Affinity is kind of awkward. Something I didn't mention about Affinity as well. And that's because I've just moused over a thing and remembered it right this second. So this one has 2% Affinity because it's grown up once and it's finished its Affinity process now. This one has 2% as well. When this finishes growing, it will go to 4% Affinity. However, over here, you'll see our Affinity is wood. It's not 9%. If you put it on a different affinity, so the ground has got a different affinity, so this one wants trees, obviously, it will go down by 1% every go. When it gets to 0, it will then start building by 2% every go. So, yeah. This probably needs tweaking back up again to 4, because now this is actually running and not struggling. It's going to be consuming more animal feed, so hopefully that'll speed that up there. I could just not bother. I could just put the fields down right now and not worry about it. It would just mean that some of these tiles that have the wood affinity, so if I pick that there, so you see all those tiles have got wood affinity, so it's got to eat through them and undo them. So I'm not fussed about it right now. If it was struggling, if everything was growing and it still wasn't producing enough, then yeah, we need to look at that. It's not far from that. So, but we'll leave it for the time being and we'll see how it goes. So, but anyway, you should now have enough. Yet you've got full resources, so you're not stopping, which is awesome. We didn't upgrade because we didn't need to. You've got enough shirts. You don't have enough wool and leather. Maybe I should upgrade this guy. Although I don't think so, because you're actually full of leather. It's this guy that's running slower. You're the one that needs more people in you, aren't you? Yeah. Let's add worker to it. Speed up a little bit. We could upgrade it again if we had any iron plates. We don't have the iron plates. We should probably work on that. We are making money. We are making money now. So you are selling the cloth to this guy here. If I mouse over this one, if you can see over here on the right hand side, when you mouse over it, it's got a linked houses. It's got 2 categories. It's got the wood category and it's got the clothing category. I don't know if I can actually just inventory supply. Doesn't give you the category. Oh, it does. It does. So it's got hardware and it's got clothing. We are supplying 9 of 13 houses with clothing, which means this needs to run faster. And it isn't that this needs to run faster, because this is doing okay. I think the biggest problem with it is that it's running out of wool. I think is the biggest problem here. I'm kind of hoping this will eventually back up, because this is it's not really filling, if I'm honest with you. So maybe not. You're full of. You don't need to be running because you're just blocked. You're just waiting for this to fill up. Interesting. This has got an odd number of. I need to send another leather this way, don't I? Yeah, that's not right. This shouldn't ever go up to 5. 2. It should always be 4 and 2 and stuff. I don't know why. 2 and 1 leather. I wonder if it sent 3 wool to start with, or if it sent 1 wool, 1 leather, 1 wool. I wonder if it did that. We can fix that. If I go 2 and then I let it send 2 dots of leather like that, and we'll then change this back to 1. That should balance that up a little bit, I think. I should have lowered the cloth actually. So 4 and 6. Oh, hello. Why did you send 3 through? What? 2. Then you should stop. 1, 2. 1 leather. Yeah, so now you go to 8. And then... Yeah, okay, that's better. That's better. So it doesn't matter. This is actually starting to fill slowly, which is good. So we probably need to upgrade the tailors go a little bit faster. So you're full, so you're going to start filling with there. You would eventually start filling, and that would eventually back up. So then more will end up coming down here. So yeah, okay. If we increase the speed of the tailor by 50% and see whether that keeps up for it, just got to keep an eye on it to make sure it's sort of running there. There's no point in just throwing loads of people into it and be like, oh, we'll just fill it up with 5 people and each and every one. It's fine. Just ignore it and go away. You'll very quickly run out of workers, and you won't be able to do that in places. So it's much better to try and get the numbers. Not you can look at the speeds and stuff and get it exactly right if you want to and yada yada, but just trying to get it to nothing is everything's being used, if that makes sense. So this is running at fast enough to supply grain to this, which is not. It needs more, so we have to speed this one up again. So this will now run fast enough to feed grain to this. So this wants to slowly start filling up, but not dramatically fill up and then it's waiting for ages. If it's waiting for a few seconds, it's fine. You're running fast enough to do the thing you're doing there. You're running fast enough here. You're waiting a lot of times. I can't slow you down. You're waiting for one all the time. You're done here and you're doing the thing here. These are going down now, so this is probably a little bit too fast for it, but this will do. This will do. And then eventually we'll be able to get you to supply 13 of 13 houses with happiness. Yay. So there you go. So every house now has a warm coat. Cool. We are running as fast as we can. Nice. Okay. What else do we want to do? What else do we want to do? Did we unlock any other buildings? We did unlock the kitchen. We look at the kitchen. What? Oh, okay. House level 7. See, the house is actually upgraded. So you got the little houses here. Remember, they started with little wooden roofs. Then they got slate roofs. Then they get a second floor. Then they get blue roofs, which is quite nice. And then they get, I think, a 3rd floor, like a little extension on top of them. So it's quite cool. I like the house upgrades. It's quite cool. Do we want to go for a kitchen? So let's see here. So basic food. If we went up to a kitchen, we could go to bread. Bread is 2 flour. That's 8 coins to 12 coins. We get more coins. We're not struggling for yellow coins. You never really struggle for yellow coins. It's always the other ones you struggle for. We do want to go to a kitchen, but I think I want to do what I said instead. I want to go with fish, chicken, and beef. And I think we're going to do those, but we're not going to do them in town. We're going to build a place outside, a place away from it that does cooked foods. That does all the cooked food. So we're going to come like over here somewhere. Do it in here. So it won't have any happiness bonuses, which is, you know, it'd be nice to get the happiness bonus, but we can also build a second town centre. We have 1, 2, so we could do a second town. Try and figure out the speciality for farming. So that requires 2 farms and a pasture. So we could do that, maybe. Although the fish stuff is processing, but I think. Let's find out. Let's grab this kitchen. And let's see. So you think you're still linked to that. That's fine. So yeah, so cooked fish, cooked beef. And cooked chicken is there. They're all processing. They're all yeah, so we probably want processing. So it does, the kitchens do want to be in there, but the farms don't have to be in there. Okay. What did it cost to lower down the things? I push V for that. So V is the victory condition. So you need to get tech level 10. You get your Omni Temple running. So we'll see that. We'll see that there. So I should probably not bother showing the victory conditions. I don't know how to hide them, but we know what they are. They're just there all the time. What does it cost to lower floor down? Tools. Flatten terrain down is the one I want. And I want to flatten this lake out. Now, if I increase this here, it's going to cost us 260. It's going to cost us a lot of money to get rid of this lake here. So, oh, let's upgrade the town centre again. Awesome, awesome. There you go. Ba-dum. So, I was thinking, maybe we could put the kitchens in here. We still could. We could put the kitchens here. Or up here. We could put the kitchens up here. And then have the farms and stuff behind it. Farms aren't so bad at harvesting. They're pretty easy to harvest in. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll put the kitchens up here. Because then the kitchens can get the bonus from the... processing. That's the word I'm after. Get the bonus from the processing. Just flatten that down there. And our farms won't get the happiness, but the farms run pretty quick anyway because they are here. So this farm isn't running, but then because you can have multiple workers in it, it's not so bad. Okay, so we're going to need 3 kitchens. I want to have 3 kitchens here. So let's where can I put you? So I put you there. I need to flatten down the terrain on that side as well. Right, I'm going to put the flatten tool down on my action bar here. I can just click it and then flatten stuff down like this. See our red money going down very, very quickly. It's yeah. One there, one there. All of you should be getting the processing bonus. I'll run up. Oh, I need to. You're all getting the happiness bonus. And if I set to recipe, yep, you're all going to get. So you're doing. I don't know which one's doing which yet. And I'm spreading it out between 3 of them because as I said before, it's the workload. If you have multiple recipes, are shared between them. So this can produce 1.3 work per second, and if I have 3 recipes, it will do 1.3. It will do 0.4 between each one, or 0.45 between each one. It won't do 1.3 to each recipe. So yeah. Okay, so beef and chicken and fish. Fish is easy. Fish is easy. So fishing is over here. Do we have a fishery? Did we unlock the fishery? I don't think we have. No, we haven't. Let's go to our technological tree. That's not the technology tree. That one is. Let's see here. Do we have... So fishery is hidden behind boat buildings. Let's build a boat. And let's get a fishery going. Oh, no, we can't do that. Because we require nature research. And this is done by making nature tomes. So we need that because we need the fishery in order to come down here. Fisheries are... They're like farms. They just go on water. And you can put fish down. We can copy this fish. Once we get the fishery, and then we can put fish down. The more fish around it, the faster it harvests them. And fish work like a resource exactly the same as trees and things. If a worker was to come and grab these, it would destroy them. Or a boat can come and grab them. But if a fishery does it, it puts them down to 0 and then they regrow. So, okay. So we need... we need to get some nature research going. Okay. How do we get nature research going? Okay. To get nature research going, we require... nature knowledge tome volume 1 or level 1 is in a laboratory. We do not have a laboratory. Lab. Come down to the lab and see what's on the slab. Laboratory. Can we unlock that? We can. Let's unlock a laboratory. Unlock civics level 2 as well, just because we can. Boom. There you go. So we got another. So we have 3 town centres now. So what I could do is I could build another town centre up here and have it as farming, and it could borderline this one, and then this one could do the farming, and then the stuff gets sent from this farming town down to our kitchens here. We could also then possibly like swap these round and have the stuff come in if we want it to be optimal. Not too worried about that. I kind of do like the idea of having speciality towns, not necessarily have them in specific, like, oh, this is where all the farming goes, and this is, you know, if we come to it, there's plenty of space up here to do things. To expand your map as well, so the map is infinite in size. I chose that when I started the map, started the game. You can just buy them, cost 500 coins. So if I buy that one and buy that one, it populates with stuff, and oh, we have a thing there. And then it extends out, so we know there's a desert here. We don't know if there's anything on the desert, but we know there's a desert there, so we could go that way and try and get the cactus, which is kind of what we want. We want cactus at some point. We found some new things. These are earth stones. These are all to do with magic. We aren't anywhere near magic yet. This is gold, which is nice. Gold is usually in abundance, like, yeah, 1,000 in the gold. It's fantastic. These are fire stones. We have an earth temple. That is all to do with magic. You have to send in ethers and mana crystals, and you will get earth crystals out. They can be used to augment things. Like, earth crystals can be used to increase the rate at which items grow. So you can have an earth shrine, I think they're called shrines, on top of the over here, and it will have a sphere of influence, and its influence will speed up crop growth, providing it's fed earth crystals. Water crystals does the same for water. Water crystals does the same for any building that uses water. Fire crystals, I think, are the ones that are production, like they speed up production. Air crystals do they're a boost. We'll get to it. I'm mixing up my fire and earth. I can't remember. No, fire is for stuff that uses fuel. Any building that uses fuel, so anything that uses coal, is boosted by fire, and air is speeds up production. So yeah, okay. We've also got a little bit of cotton here. Don't really want to get rid of cotton. Don't mind getting rid of the wood. Wood's easy enough to deal with. We've also got some trees. Oh, look, apple trees. Nice, awesome. You don't have to find the resources naturally in the world. You kind of have to find them to start with. So like iron and stuff. In order to get iron, we need to find iron in the world, and then put stuff down around it to harvest it, and then later you can unlock the ability to plant your own iron deposits. Trees are the same thing. Trees and stuff like that. You can plant trees. You don't have to have them. You know, to find the world. I've done a playthrough where I've just only used natural resources in the world and never expanded beyond them, and it's doable. Absolutely doable. Just slow, a bit slow. So with those trees there. So what we'll do is we'll come up here. We'll put some farms in, and I've realised as well. This is actually production, isn't it? Yeah. This is animal feed is processing, so that wants to be inside this influence as well, which means you want to be lower down, but I'm not going to bother with that. We're going to go up here and do it. So okay, so what do we need? We need a fishery. That's fine. So we can't do that yet. We need to get research to do that. Chicken requires a pasture, and you require a pasture, so let's get some pastures going. Let's come down here and copy this pasture. Let's come up here. Let's get a chicken pasture going. Like there. Let's get rid of this here. Brush size. Getting rid of resources is just yellow coins. They're easy to come by. Lowering the terrain, however, is red coins. That's not so easy to come by. And you'll notice that resources lower with it as well, so you don't lose the resources when you build them. It lowers. If I go down lower than this, we'll get water. So which can be useful because you can put pastures on water edge, and they can get their own water. So you could technically do this and have water in front of them, and they could be getting their own water. So that is possible to do. I'm going to use wells for it because I'm not all that fussed about it. You can augment it with wells as well. You can double whammy it because you can have water in front of it, have a well next to it. The well's getting water from the water, the pasture's getting water from the water, and the well's feeding the pasture as well. So it's all fantastic. So you are going to produce chicken. And you are going to produce beef. There you go. Now you only want animal feed, and you want animal feed and water. So we need to put a well. I'm going to put 2 in. Oh. Okay. Sorry, I was pushing the wrong button. But why is that not deleting? What's that? There again. That one. 2 pipes. Boom, boom. There we go. Okay. And then you want 2 every 5 seconds, and you want 4 every 10 seconds, which is 2 every 5 seconds. So we need 4 every 5 seconds. And you, when producing animal feed, we can do it from any one of these resources. You can also turn potatoes into bread. You can do that. I'm just going to go with animal feed. It makes sense. Okay, where were we? One surprising doorbell later. We were. We were here. Sorry. We're trying to figure out. So this produces 1 every 2 seconds, which means you do not produce 2 every 5. You produce 2 every 4. You're 2 every 4. So what we can do is I'll just put 2 of them. Put 1 there, 1 there. Job done. That'll work. That'll work. Okay. Let's boom, boom. We then need to use our belts for this. Okay, and you're going to do beef. There you go. Bum, bum, bum. Awesome. Okay, and then behind that, we're going to do some farms. And we'll do 2 farms. Let's do 2 farms. Come to here, copy. It's easier to just find something in the world and copy it than it is to try and figure out. So we could put the farms right next to each other. They will share resources if they're in their influence. I don't generally like doing that. I would much prefer to have the farms away from each other. So 1 there, 1 there. And then we'll go up by 2 and we'll bring this chute out. Down to there. Chute out and down to there like that. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Why did you Why did you not stay up at the level I was at? How strange. Can't afford, we don't have enough planks. Why do we not have enough planks? Can also do with getting the thing here that I didn't do a few episodes ago. This wants to be pipes. You can output pipes into here as well, so we can get some pipes going as well. Cool. I think you just might need to speed up. I think that's the thing. You are getting a bonus from stuff, but I think you just might need to have either more workers in there or really somewhere. I want to have a dedicated forester that feeds a lumber mill that only produces planks and just puts it in a barn. So long as it's in a barn anywhere in the world, you can use it. That's what that would be. It would be a dedicated place just purely for doing that. So like we'd come over here somewhere and just grab these trees and do that, which I could do right now. It's being used for other stuff in here. So let's do that. Let's copy this here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to dump it inside here. So put it inside there. So if we go up by 1 and delete all of those, put you in there like this. I'm then going to also delete a strip out because it's just easier like that. Boom. If I copy the trees and I increase the size, we can go there, there. Lower it down again. There we go. And then we'll have a chute come out of this. So there. We'll grab a lumber mill. Slap it there. And you're going to do planks. That's your entire purpose of life. And you're going to have a barn right in front of you. And you're going to have that. And the barn is going to be upgraded. And the barn is purely for storing stuff like that. So there. And it doesn't have to be sped up or do anything. It just sits there and does stuff. And when we upgrade the barn and eventually it will fill up with 1,000 planks, which will be very useful for us. We could speed it up. We could have it running wacko speeds and doing whatever it needs to do. You want 1 log every 3 seconds and you produce 1 log every 4 seconds. So you do need to go faster. So, but you go faster than this goes faster, if that makes sense. So if I speed this up, that's producing 1 every 2 seconds because you get a double bonus. So that's more than you need. But if I speed this up by 50%, then that should be, make that half. So that's 1 every 1.5 seconds. You're producing 1 every 2 seconds now. So it doesn't, the ratios are quite difficult to find here. I did used to know the direct ratios between the two. Can't for the life remember what they are now. Well, this might be right. Looking at it, it looks like it's got up to 5 down to 4, up to 5 down to 4. Maybe I'm wrong. 1.5 speed. No, because 2 speed. If it was at 2 speed, it would be running at 1.5. So 1.5 speed is probably about 2 seconds. You produce one every 2 seconds. So that's yeah. So there we go. So that's evened out, and that's running at that. Takes 4 workers, and every 2 seconds we're producing a plank. Cool. And we'll just let that run, do its thing here. This can still run and do its thing here. We could change this to not be. We could change the filters on this. So they're allowed to be inputs and outputs and other bits and pieces. So that doesn't matter. And it's just like a backup storage of stuff. So yeah. Okay. Okay. Right, now we can come back to here, we can go page up, we can drag out of here, drag down to here, dump, and there we go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let us grab some grain, find some grain on the map, press Q. Q is the pipette tool in this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we don't have enough money. We don't have enough money, so we have to wait for some more money before we can do the next one of those. But this should all work absolutely fine. So you will gain your stuff there. I need to also go to recipes, and I'm just going to tick auto manage. Same for you, recipes, auto manage. You will get more grain as you come in there. So I need more grain. I need more money. It's 400 to go. So I need 4, 8, 12. I need 1,600 yellow coins, which we'll get eventually because they're selling stuff here. We could also sell the hardware from this. We could sell the wood or the pipes or things. Or yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time. So we'll come back next episode and we'll carry on. I will build this, and we'll get this going, and then we'll it should start running, and these will start producing the thing they need, and then we'll have to put a food market up here and sell it. So you can have multiple food markets as well, so that will work. So, but okay, we'll leave this one here. We shall come back next time. Everything will be running fantastic. We will then look in the next episode at the laboratory. See if we can get ourselves some nature science. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.